everyone. This is your host, Irsa Khalid, and I welcome you all to another episode of Conversation with the Diplomat by Diplo TV. Diplo TV is an initiative of the Diplomatic Insight, which is Pakistan's premier diplomacy and foreign affairs platform for over 17 years. We believe in peace through informed dialogue, and this show is one of the flagship platforms to further that vision. My dear fellows, diplomacy is the strategic art of shaping destinies through dialogue. As Kofi Annan has once said, more than even before in human history, we share a common destiny. It is through diplomacy that this shared destiny is nurtured, negotiated, and strengthened. And that is precisely the essence of this show. Conversation with a diplomat is not about headlines and official statements. Rather, its core is to delve into the minds, personalities, and the voices behind diplomacy, and also to let the world know the stories behind the protocols and titles. And today, we are honored to bring you one such story, a distinguished representative of Pakistan who is strengthening cultural and strategic bridges between South Asia and the Middle East. His Excellency Aamir Shouket, Ambassador of Pakistan to Egypt. Greetings to you, His Excellency.
Thank you very much. Greetings to you as well.
Viewers, let me tell you more about our guest. His Excellency Aamir Shouket is currently serving as an ambassador of Pakistan to Egypt. He joined Foreign Services of Pakistan in 1994. In addition to his assignments at home and abroad, he served as Deputy Chief of Cabinet to the Director General at the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. His Excellency, I'm honored and grateful that you took time for us and became a part of this series. Welcome to the Diplo TV. My first question is, diplomacy is a demanding profession, but there's always more to a person than their title. Before we talk about your career, could you tell us a little bit about your personal journey and what truly drives you?
You see, when I joined my current profession in 1994, at the age of 25 plus few months, and I think ever since I've been in love with my job, with my profession. So it's every day waking up, and trying to do something new that actually inspires me to move forward every day, be it a working day or a weekend. That's my passion.
My next question is, like, we all have that one moment when our future path suddenly becomes clear. When did you first feel that representing your country was what you wanted to do, and what attracted you to the ever changing, on the move life as a diplomat?
Since I came through the process of civil services, and at that time, we have to give number of options, before we are allotted a particular service group or a service. So foreign service was up very high on my list of choices. And the main attraction was that, I was fascinated by the art of diplomacy. I had read few books at that time. So I always wanted to represent my country abroad. So I think that was the initial inspiration that sort of motivated me to keep foreign service very high on my list of choices, and that's what I got in the end. So, and I'm
Yeah.
very happy that I got it.
And do you enjoy this nomadic life? There is always you are moving from one country to another country.
Well, let me tell this to your listeners. Yes, while I enjoy this very much, but it's also very hard.
Right, of course.
It's a tough life. It's not very easy. People think that we are there and always enjoying and all that. Imagine every 3 years you have to pack up everything from A to Z, and then move on from one country to the other or back to your own country, and then again after 2 3 months you have to move. So this has a lot of toll on the family, the children. When they're growing up, you move them every around 3 years. Their schools change, their
Right.
friends change, the language changes, the culture changes, everything. So yes, while we enjoy it, that I should be very straightforward, but also it's very difficult life. But now it has become part of our second
Yeah,
nature, as we say.
exactly.
So we are always ready to move on.
Yes, as you have just mentioned that it's hard. Similarly, a diplomatic career takes years of effort, patience, and sacrifice. Thinking back to your early days, what was one challenge that really tested you and helped shape you as a professional?
um, I think in the early part, when you start your professional life, you have to let me give you an example because when I started my professional life, this was the time when we still had our seniors who were from, I would say, the pre-reform era, like they were from the batches of 1960s.
Hmm.
These were the stalwarts, the legends of
Right.
Pakistan in diplomacy.
Yes.
So, and their standards were extremely high. We didn't have any internet. We didn't have any, there were computers, but not every office had a computer.
Right.
So I had to work around with notepads, with
Files.
typewriters, and preparing briefs and sending telexes to embassies. In some areas there were no faxes. I used to deal with some countries in Africa and some newly independent countries in Central Asia. So we used to send telex. And all these
Okay.
things were very new to me, at that time. Because now I know that when youngsters they come into the service, they already have all the gadgets available to them, like the mobile phones, the smartphones, and
Absolutely.
the Zoom and whatnot, laptops and internet. But in our time, in 1994, 95, although we had computers, there was some internet around, but not every office or every officer had that facility. And we had to rely on simply the old techniques. So that was, I think, a very big challenge moving up, learning how to, work with these things.
Right. But now technology has made things far much easier. What do you think as diplomat? Your experience is over 30 years now. Now, how do you gel with technology now? Because this can also be a challenge for people like you, who were used to of briefs and writing on the notepads and stuff like that.
The technology offers us opportunities, ease of doing work, but also it has brought in challenges. Like,
Right.
our office is with us 24 hours in the shape of our mobile phone, which contains our email and WhatsApp and, other messaging services, etc., the internet. Uh, I mean, you go back about 20, 30 years. At that time, uh, when I was in the ministry and I had to speak to a colleague in an embassy abroad, we would book a trunk call, international overseas trunk call for
Okay.
5 minutes, 3 minutes, and then pass on the message, have a conversation. And that could only happen during working hours for us in Pakistan and with a time difference in that country, depending where I was calling.
Of
On the
course.
eastern side, they were ahead of us. On the western side, they were behind us. So we had to take care of the time zone and whom we are calling and what time we are calling. But now with this mobile phone and all these apps and gadgets, WhatsApp calls, etc., there is no limit to making calls or receiving calls anytime,
Yeah.
be it a
Right.
weekend or a working day, night. The time zone difference, everything is gone. So that is also kind of a challenge for all of us, and we have to be ready,
Right.
all the time to receive
Because
any
the
message
world
from the
is
government, from the
fast paced
ministry,
now.
uh, when we exactly. So,
Yes.
so that is why we have to keep up pace. And the other thing with technology is that now sharing of information by embassies has also become very, very challenging in the way that we have the X, the Facebook, etc., our official accounts. So anything that we do, we have to post it immediately so that
Of
people come
course.
to know. Otherwise, when they receive this information secondhand, that could at times be distorted or whatever. So we
Exactly.
have to be very quick
Misinformation
whenever
and
there is
all
a
of these
meeting or there
things.
is exactly that has to go out very, very quickly. So the work has become very fast paced.
And how are you dealing with this challenge? Are you working on work-life balance thing or something like that? Because it is also a debate now.
Yes, it is a challenge, but then we have
Right.
to you know make a balance between how much we work, since everything has become so fast paced, not only
Right.
when we are abroad in an embassy in a country, but also back home in Pakistan at the ministry. So
Absolutely.
demand from our leadership is also very, very high. So we have to keep up to that speed. And Alhamdulillah, so far we have been meeting that challenge. I think I personally and my team, we are up to that challenge and always ready to respond.
Yes. Uh, His Excellency, there are many young people who hope to follow in your footsteps one day. Beyond the academic degrees, what is the most important real world advice you would give to someone waiting to follow your legacy?
My advice to people is that, especially to the young people, do not stop dreaming. You always have a vision for your future, and then work hard towards achieving it. Uh,
Absolutely.
I mean, if you don't have very high goals set for you, you cannot achieve anything. And you have to set a very high goal for yourself, and then work very hard for it. Inshallah, you will get it. If you don't get the very top one, you'll end up somewhere very high. But if you keep your expectations of yourself or your goals very low, then obviously you'll not be able to achieve anything higher than that. So my advice is always work hard, keep dreaming, and keep on establishing a future target or goal for yourself.
So basically, the benchmark is working hard and dreaming big as much as you can. I think so.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. His Excellency, even with the decades of experience, growth never really stops. What are the personal or professional ambitions you're still looking to conquer in the chapters ahead?
You see now, I have put in 31 years of service, and I'm towards the last 3, 4 years of my career left before I retire. My ambition is, now that I'm in Egypt, to see Pakistan's relations with Egypt grow to a very high or next level, and we are working on that. That is also that includes political relations, but also trade and investment relations. So
Right.
that's one area where I would like to take it to the next level, inshallah.
And also, the world is moving towards bilateral relations more the world order is changing a bit. So this is very important that Pakistan must engage with its neighboring countries, with Middle Eastern countries. In the end, what message would you like to give to our viewers and to Diplo TV?
My message to the Diplo TV is that you are doing a very good job. Keep on doing it by
Thank you.
informing the people, especially the young people, about what diplomacy is, number one, and also by bringing us, the diplomats, providing us this platform to showcase as to what we do, when we are posted abroad, especially.
Exactly.
And it's not just all milk and honey. It's a lot of hard work that goes in, and which people don't see, in the news or elsewhere.
Yes.
That how much hard work we put in to bring countries closer to each other, to increase trade, to increase bilateral relations. So thank you, kudos to you, and my
Thank you.
message again to the people of Pakistan is, do not lose hope in your country. It's a great country. We are very well recognized abroad. People do respect us,
Right.
Alhamdulillah, and this is part of our duty collectively. We, as your representatives, will continue to do so to keep Pakistan's flag flying very high, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. To that. His Excellency, that was the last question. And thank you so much for your precious time. I know you had a very busy schedule and you actually took time for us. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.